Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Wynn and Oliver by Emily Hemmer, performed by Jorjeana Marie.
Preface. My great-great-grandmother's name was Lena Buchanan. In many ways, she inspired the book you are about to listen to. She was a wife, mother, sister, and daughter, and by all accounts, she was a lovely, kind woman. On August 29th, 1917, just past 8 o'clock in the morning, Lena was shot and killed by her husband on the sidewalk in front of a department store. He then turned the gun on himself and ended his own life. She was 30 years old. My grandmother told me about Lena's death when I was in my late 20s. She told me how her mother, aunt, and uncle were separated, each sent to live with a different relative after the tragedy of that day. A few years later, I discovered the original newspaper article which would, for me, hold great significance. What it said, and what it didn't, set me down a path of self-discovery I remain on to this day. Lena had filed for divorce from her husband in the weeks prior to her death. Can you imagine being a woman with 3 small children and filing for divorce in 1917? It would have meant public scrutiny, financial hardship, and a departure from the only life she'd known for more than a decade. How much courage must it have taken to stand, alone, against so much uncertainty? I began imagining what Lena's life could have held had she lived. Would she have gotten a job? Stood on her own 2 feet? Would that have made her proud? Could she have been happy in a new town, made new friends? Did she want to explore the world? Was there a chance she could have found love again? True love? Every time I looked at her picture, her story became bigger, fuller. Although Wynn and Oliver is not about Lena, it is, at its heart, inspired by her life, which was cut too short. I wanted, in some way, to give her another ending, one that allowed her to be young and brave in a world that often makes it hard to be either. More than that, I wanted to honor her memory and the legacy of strong women she left behind. Her daughter, my great-grandmother, was a fierce, intelligent woman, a force to be reckoned with. My grandmother was wild in her youth and headstrong all her life. My mother, articulate, bold, loyal and kind, is my rock. And my sisters and I are, I hope, a mixture of them.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?